Jaguar girl. Listen, you could believe what she say sometimes. Most of the time, question everything. Is given, I'm not on my meds.
Unnecessary court fees and litigations because Jay-Z wants me broken, stopped, or under his control. And it ain't going to happen, Sean. I'm never going to be under your control. Never.
Not me.
You need to learn how to control your wife and her friends.
Because all they do.
And their mouths. Because you got Beyonce and the Beehive looking real fucking dumb right now. 5 million unfollowed, and that number's going to go up with every image in one of those freak off tapes. And God help, if anybody here, how that bitch really talks about people with her, they'll start unfollowing by the tens of hundreds. Again. And they should. Because the truth is, the only reason they were following was because of the witchcraft and the spells that were being pushed out through the media. Y'all ain't fans because y'all really love them and y'all really think they're the best. You're fans because you fell for the hype. And they are hypes. I know I can sing. I've been able to do that my whole life.
I'm cold.
And they've been trying to stop me my whole career. Because, see, unlike Beyonce, I'm not willing to hurt people to get famous. See, that's the part of the story that they're not telling y'all. That the more terrible you are, the more they'll protect you. Unnecessary court fees and litigations because Jay-Z wants me broken, stopped, or under his control. And it ain't going to happen, Sean. I'm never going to be under your control.
Okay. Let me see if there was more. I'm going to go to Live Bites. And see
unnecessary.
So, I'm going to just say this. Jaguar.
I've been watching Vlad creepy crawl his way through Black culture for a long.
Okay, let me say this about the other stuff first. Yeah, I think everybody knows Beyonce's a witch. I think everybody knows that. So what? Yeah, I did a little magic. I shook my ass, sang a song. You know what I'm saying? And I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. Like, get the fuck. Like, everybody, what do most artists do? It's the same thing. Like, what other? Like, give me a break. I will say this though. When I went to the Renaissance concert, I did feel sucked of my energy in a way that I don't think I've ever experienced at a concert before. So I will say the fact that she's been looking baby fresh up around the eyes these days. Yeah, I do feel like you've been siphoning the energy of your audience, But I also feel like, you giving people something in return. It ain't like you siphoning their energy from them and you ain't giving them something in return. They want to see you perform, so you perform. And essentially, I feel like Beyonce has worked very hard to get where she is. Like, not from nothing else but work. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention, but I've been here since the 90s, and I remember back in the day when people didn't even like Beyonce, and they felt like she was always trying to be the center when the other girls might have been prettier or more talented. Whatever the fuck you want to talk about, at the end of the day, when it all came down to it, Beyonce was the only one that kept working no matter what. So essentially, I feel like she outworked everybody. And that's why she really is where she is. And I don't begrudge her any of that other shit neither. Now, I have heard things. And until they are, validated, I'm just going to be like, from one witchy bitch to another, listen, I'm not going to say more power to you because you have enough. But yeah, what else you talk? And then also I feel like, girl, what are you? What are you, Jaguar? What are you? Getting online with your very serious tone and talking like this. Saying some true things and then adding in some very strange lies in with it. Like, you're doing some of the same shit. You're doing some of the same shit. Okay? So ultimately, you do be given, I'm not on my meds. But hey, what you got to say about Vlad?
Long time. And the truth is, the reason why he can say all the things that he say and get away with it are because so many Black people have co-signed him.
Yes. And we've all said this. We've all blamed all of the Boosies and all of the other Black people that will go and sit down and talk to Vlad. We've already had this conversation. That's what I said about Andrew Schultz. That's the reason why he feel like he can talk about Black women the way he did. Crusty, musty, dusty ass. That's what I'm saying. Like, Jaguar, what do you want? What do you
Y'all
want?
remember not long ago when the feds ran up in Boosie's house? He blamed Vlad for it.
He also was on live with a gun. And he's a convicted felon. He's not supposed to have a gun. And he was already like dealing with a case. He'd already caught a case and was on Instagram live before he went to the courthouse with a gun in his belt. That's why, Jaguar, I remember that story. The fuck?
And then all of a sudden, everything's okay again. And now him and Vlad are friends again. No, your government person, whoever it was, told y'all had to be friends on social media again so you could keep collecting evidence against hip hop.
Listen, it's not evidence against hip hop necessarily. Trust me, I do feel like there is something to be said for the historical point of this, like the history of the FBI, their infiltration of Black music. But at this point, what is there to infiltrate? Back in the day, they were trying to keep Black people from rising up. Okay. And of course, everything is always to keep everybody oppressed. That's why the messaging is so toxic. Because it's not meant for you to rise or evolve. It's meant for you to stay oppressed. And a way for you to stay oppressed is for you to indulge in things that are in your lower sacral, energy. That's why all of that, when I say ignorant people news and all that toxic shit, man, I'm not dealing with all of that on a daily basis. You got me fucked up. That shit is negative. People that be out here, fucking everybody, arguing, baby daddy, all of that shit is bottom of the barrel basement, low energy shit that I'm not about to be living my life going through. That's just not what I'm here for. Okay. So essentially, there is always, yes, they absolutely did Billie Holiday wrong. It's a number of people. So it's not even that I am trying to discount what she's saying. Because I do feel like we all know that Vlad be over there getting them motherfuckers to tell on themselves. But I also feel like it's not like they're not guilty of the shit that people are saying they're guilty of. Who are we protecting exactly? What secrets of hip hop are we supposed to be protecting? Because none of it seems like it's anything good. It doesn't seem like anything we should really be protecting. And when it came to protecting the sanctity of these things, y'all don't protect the sanctity of it. Y'all let any and every old body into it. If you can get enough money, you'll do a record with any old body, bitch. Because as much as she want to talk shit about Jay-Z and who he is, bitch, you was singing back up. And I love me a good truth teller, but tell the whole truth and tell the truth consistently. Don't just be somebody out here running your fucking mouth for attention because you like that people see you as some type of sage oracle bitch that's just been knowing the facts and the truth and nobody was listening and calling her crazy. To some extent, yeah. But on another level, you deserve to be called crazy, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Make no goddamn sense, Jaguar. Girl, I wish you would turn some of this into a check for yourself. That's what I want for you. I want you to turn it into a check for yourself. So you can make some money so you can have a damn address. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's move on.